Hi, this is John from TSG Multimedia, and today I am reviewing a CamKix Premium 3-in-1 tripod. So this little kit comes with the tripod itself, a mount for a phone with a camera, and a mount for a GoPro. This kit is available on Amazon for $12.99. Now, I don't own a GoPro, so I'm not even going to review this part of it. I would assume that GoPros are pretty standard, so the mount probably works with it. I do have a phone, however, so I will review it with this. And it's worth mentioning that the tripod itself has your standard thread on it, and the mount for the phone does too. So this is pretty straightforward stuff. You just open the legs by pulling on them, and then this lever here will allow you to adjust the ball head, and it's pretty flexible too. It'll even go sideways like this, so if you want to do a portrait style shot, you know, like this, you can do that too. And one thing that I really like about this is that it has a nice broad base. It's very stable. And another cool thing about it is that it fits a lot of different cameras because this is a standard thread. So I'll give you an example. Before I get to the phone, I'm going to show you a couple of other applications that I've used this for. One, believe it or not, I've used this with my Canon XA10. Now, it's a little too heavy for it, but as long as you're not moving it around, and as long as this area that you're working on is very stable, it actually holds this. This weighs more than what this is rated for, but I've got some very nice low angle video with this camera using this tripod. This is what it's designed for. This camera is light enough, and when you release the lock on the joint, it moves freely. So you could do a portrait style. You could really get it just about any way you want it. It's one of the cool things about these ball joints on tripods. And they make ball heads for tripods too, for big tripods. So if you're not going to be panning with a shot or having to tilt it while you're filming, this is a pretty good way to go. It allows for a very quick setup, so you can get it to where you want it and just leave it. So this would be, like I said, something that it's really rated for because cameras like this are lighter. So now I'll show you how this works. This phone clamp is pretty simple. You just pull it apart and snap your phone in there like this. And it holds it very well. I have another one of these that I purchased prior, and I've used it many times while out filming trains, where I'm actually using my, believe it or not, my iPhone to capture HD video of trains. It does a really good job if you know how to use it. But this thread fits this thread, and you can just twist it on or however you want to do it. This extra little washer part is made to secure things so that this won't slide around. And then, like before, you just release this lock and it'll go pretty much however you want it. You know, you can use it to record something that's down here, or take a picture of it like a bug or something like that. Or, you know, if you're doing a low angle shot, like in my case of a model train going by, you might want to, well, actually you could just do it like this, right? And then the other thing that they designed this for, and you can see they put these little, I don't know what you call this, little grips, I guess, is to be a handheld stabilizer. So you can use it like this too, where you're taking it. And I have found that it does actually, it seems a little strange, but it works better, especially if you're trying to do things one-handed. It works better than just trying to hold the phone with your hand like this. It works better to have this, I think, because it has more weight to it. You may remember I had a review in recent weeks where I reviewed a 4-in-1 CamKix lens kit, and it came with this wimpy little tripod. which was pretty worthless, to be honest. I mean, it doesn't hold much. It tips over very easily. Even with the little phone on it, it's not that good. So you could get one of these if you were going to use that CamKix lens kit that I reviewed, because I even took a spike off for this for this thing being pretty useless. You can tell this is much more heavier duty. So in conclusion, this tripod succeeds very well at its purpose. The only possible improvement I can think of that I would make to this is to make it so that it also can handle a heavier camera, such as my Canon XA10. So that being said, my final verdict is 10 out of 10.